Do you sometimes dream of a day when you'll be rich and able to obtain everything you desire? Perhaps you are already well on your way to achieving that goal. We'll look at the 10 most common indications that you're going to become rich in this video. These indicators are fairly common among people who, against all odds, achieved an enormous fortune from humble beginnings. As a result, if you demonstrate any of these qualities, you might very well be on your way to prosperity. Number 10. You possess an action-oriented mentality. Are you the kind of person who recognizes an opportunity and then acts to seize it? If you answered affirmatively, congratulations, because it is a kind of action-oriented mindset that may push you to financial independence. For example, although it has been shown repeatedly that long-term investing can generate considerably more wealth than short-term trading, many Americans fail to make use of their finest long-term investment vehicle, their employer-sponsored retirement plan. Do you contribute to your employer-sponsored retirement plan? If yes, do you make a 10% contribution of your income? More? Less? A person who pays 10% of their $40,000 salary to a 401k plan and earns a 6% return after 35 years would have $311,572 more than someone who contributes 3%. Underutilizing retirement programs is a proven way to derail your path to getting rich. Number 9. You understand how to network. Networking is critical in almost every job sector, which means you must play nice. You never know what people may be able to do for you, which is why you should always be kind to everyone you encounter. Billionaires, as it turns out, use their networks more successfully than other people do. This is not about spending $50,000 a year at a posh club to socialize with other ultra-rich individuals. No, the affluent exploit their people, places, and resources in their immediate vicinity. Consider your professional connections and ties, your friends and family, and your co-workers. How about your alma mater, gym, professional organization, or even place of worship or other spiritual outlet? Millionaires benefit enormously from having all of these items in their network, but we often forget we have them right at our fingertips. Number 8. You are not scared to make mistakes. Mistakes are useful. They educate you. Nobody enjoys making a mistake, since it often makes us feel as if we have failed in some way. However, have you ever committed a mistake without learning from it? No matter how infuriating, mistakes may be an excellent educational tool if we are intelligent enough to capitalize on them. When it comes to our financial performance, errors may be devastating, but rest assured that you'll never make the same one again. Far too many individuals are paralyzed by fear when it comes to making critical choices. At some point, you're going to fail, so who cares? Rather than being fearful of taking chances, see each opportunity as a chance to acquire new abilities. Nothing is perfect the first time. Business is similar to a long game of chess in that you must swiftly learn from your blunders. Successful entrepreneurs do not fear failure. They embrace it as an opportunity to grow. Number 7. You have a receptive mind. You never know when an opportunity may present itself, and if you instantly dismiss the possibility of investing in it, you may miss out on earning a fortune. This is not to say that every idea is a winner. It is necessary to exercise critical thinking and ask the correct questions prior to making substantial decisions. This is why the rich tend to be more receptive to novel ideas. Additionally, the more success we achieve, the more difficult it is to be receptive to fresh ideas. People who see themselves as experts in their subjects are often more closed-minded to alternate points of view. To keep an open mind, we must work strategically. Though our brains are hardwired against us, we have the ability to alter our thinking over time. To extend your insights, you must first begin paying attention. While it may seem exhausting to be continually engaged and attentive, mindfulness should help decrease stress and anxiety. The common misconception is that all this pondering is burdensome and taxing. However, what is stressful is the amount of thoughtless negative judgments we make and the fear that we may discover flaws and be unable to resolve them. Mindfulness has a plethora of advantages. Increased awareness and sensitivity to the external environment may help you become more productive, creative, charismatic, and receptive to new and exciting chances. Number 6. You love what you do. If you are really enthusiastic about your job, you will be unaware of how many hours you have spent on it. Before you know it, the workday will be done. That is a certain formula for success. What we really want is what we are truly destined to achieve. When we perform what we're supposed to do, money flows to us, doors open for us, we feel valuable, and the task we do becomes enjoyable. Money often costs too much, and you can only become genuinely successful at what you love. Make earning money your secondary objective. Rather, pursue the activities you like and then excel at them. By the way, we're on a mission to inspire people like yourself to make generational wealth, so make sure to subscribe if that sounds like you. Number 5. You have a well-defined life objective. This is not to say that you should get up every day with a purpose of earning a fortune. This demonstrates that you have a clear vision of what you want and the ability to work diligently to get it. Can individuals only get wealthy if they establish a particular purpose of being wealthy? Or are riches typically a result of entrepreneurial endeavors? There are several publications on the topic of becoming wealthy, all of which emphasize the significance of goal setting. When you begin to accumulate wealth, you will see that it begins with a state of mind, with a clear goal. Those motivated by insatiable desire for wealth will become rich. Wealth can be attained through a written commitment to accomplish a certain financial goal within a specific time frame. Scholars have conducted extensive study on the relationship between goal setting and achievement. They have shown that precise, demanding objectives result in greater performance than having no goals or vague, generic goals such as, do your best. Number 4. It is possible to live within your means. Another characteristic that millionaires have is their ability to live within their means. Rather than displaying their riches, many wealthy individuals drive practical vehicles, live in modest houses, and refrain from spending their hard-earned money on luxury products. For example, you might strive to put at least 50% of whatever you earn into a savings account that you may use to invest. This ultimately saves you a lot of money. Number 3. You are capable of dealing with stressful situations. If you succumb to stress at the first obstacle, you'll never achieve anything great. Life is not easy, regardless of your objectives. That is why you must develop coping mechanisms for dealing with your stress in order to endure your most trying days. In our world, there are two types of people: those who feel they can influence events and those who believe events happen to them. The first group is persuaded that their lives and professions are largely under their control, and they wouldn't have it any other way. The second group takes a more Forrest Gump-like strategy, waiting for the bus to take them someplace. People who believe they have control over their lives, rather than their lives controlling them, are confident in their skills to perform better on practically every key measure of job performance. They sell more than their coworkers do. They provide superior client service. They adapt more readily to new responsibilities. They increase their yearly revenue by an average of 50 to 150%. Number 2. You are an optimist. If you believe you can accomplish your objectives, there is a greater likelihood that you will. Positivity is magic. After adjusting for wealth, income, skills, and other demographic variables to level the playing field, studies clearly demonstrate that optimists are considerably more likely than pessimists to have better financial health and adopt healthier money behaviors. For example, 90% of optimists have set aside money for a significant purchase, compared to 70% of pessimists. Almost 2/3 of optimists and fewer than half of pessimists have created an emergency fund. Additionally, optimists are more likely to seek out and heed advice from a trusted source. The most convincing statistic is how optimistic people feel. They are worried about money 145 fewer days each year than pessimists. Number 1, you are patient. There are a plethora of schemes out there that promise to generate millions of dollars overnight. They often go something along the lines of, try this wacky trick and quickly double your earnings. While it sounds incredible, it is also impossible, and with justification. Wealth is not created overnight. Indeed, one research found that 52% of individuals did not acquire riches until the age of 56. True, it may seem to be more convenient to spend $100 on that handbag you've been admiring than to save $100. However, is a brief dopamine rush really preferable to the long-term enjoyment that a savings account might provide? And if you found this video useful, then you'll love these. And make sure to subscribe and leave a comment saying, I subscribed, and we'll personally reply to your comment.